mentioned Smith trying to pick up his punch output. Had his best round of the fight in round 9, landing 17 of 54. Powell landing 17 of 57. Sechew Powell, he says boxing is his life. Let's check in with Harold, see how he has it scored 3-4.
Fred, I got it all even. 85. In rounds, I got it 5 rounds to 4 Sechew Powell, but Ishe Smith has got that extra point in round 4, and that's got him right in the fight. Like you say, in the 9th round, he twisted his body enough and came across with that right hand, because that's all he's landed with, is that right hand. And, you know, enough to win the 9th round, and he evened it up. But so, right now, whoever wins the 10th round wins the fight. 85 so far.
You know, I can see that, guys. I'm not sitting here scoring, and because Powell was dominating early, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that those close rounds are all going to Powell late. If you give Ishe, or if Ishe legitimately wins some of those middle to late rounds, plus the extra point for the knockdown, maybe it is an even fight right now.
I don't know about that. I don't think it's an even fight whatsoever. I think Powell's leading all the way. He's throwing a lot more punches.
But Lennox, are you letting the commentator's commentary affect your score?
No, not really. I mean, I think he's throwing a lot more punches, good punches.
Ishe Smith starting to turn it up now. Giving, but he caught a right hand from Powell. But Smith committed to working the body.
You know, Lennox, it's possible that you and I can convince ourselves that Powell's winning these some of the close rounds that Ishe started to, when Ishe started to narrow the margin between them.
And you know, it's all about what the judge sees, what the judge is scoring. For me, what I'm scoring is, obviously, you know, Smith is not throwing as many punches as he should. He's throwing some good punches.
I don't know if that was the case over the last couple of rounds.
He's starting to do it right now.
Ishe seems to be carrying the round.
No doubt Ishe Smith right now trying to win the 10th and final round and make a statement.
But this is what we mean, folks. Here it is. Final half minute of a close fight. At least on Harold Letterman's card, it's dead even. These are these guys' careers really on the line, at least in the immediate future. And though they're fighting hard, they're not fighting as passionately as a future champion in this situation might. Now Ishe's stepping it up a little bit.
Ishe Smith has certainly turned it up here in the last 2 rounds, and Max, you touched upon it. For the winner, possibly a stepping stone, but for the loser, 2 fights on the mark. And for if it would be Sechew Powell, it would be 2 losses in a row.
Be a heartbreaking way for Powell to lose a fight by just letting it slip away late. Maybe he did. In the punch that did not result in a knockdown, Ishe Smith was tripped up by the other guy's foot.
And there you see on Harold Letterman's scorecard, he has Ishe Smith winning by a point. And for Harold, that 4th round turned it around for Smith, because up until that point, he had Powell winning all 3 rounds.
Very more aggressive. Very more aggressive.
Lennox Lewis versus Harold Letterman.
He didn't want to fight.
In the ring, a mismatch. But what about outside the ring?
The commentator versus the judge.
All right, guys, let's take a look at the judges for this bout. Some notable fights. Dick Flaherty from Massachusetts has worked 19 title fights, and he scored the Peter victory over Tony for Peter. Bob Gilson from New York, just 2 title fights, and he scored the Donald decision over Holyfield, big time for Donald. And Alan Rubenstein, this is his first notable fight from Pennsylvania. It is in the judges' hands. Sechew Powell now not sure how it's going to go.
That knockdown could be, if he gets a point for it.
Ishe Smith said he didn't want to be remembered as the TV stunt sidekick from the Contender. Passed up $50,000, the Contender's promotional unit, to join Golden Boy Promotions, and he said work his way back up the ladder. This is a huge step for him tonight. Did he do enough in the late rounds to pull off the victory against Sechew Powell? Or was Powell's work rate in the early going going to prove to be the difference of the fight?
Lou DiBella having a conversation with Lennox and me just now about
we are still waiting for the judge's decision.
the up-in-the-air outcome here. DiBella, Sechew Powell's promoter.
Some anxious moments for Smith and Powell.
When it takes this long to get a decision, there's always concern on both corners' faces.
All right, let's send it in now to the ring announcer, Dave Diamante, with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at the Hammerstein Ballroom at the Manhattan Center, we go to the scorecards. All three judges, Dick Flaherty, Bob Gilson, and Alan Rubenstein, score this contest the same, 97-92. All for the winner by unanimous decision, Sechew